All right. Mr. Gleek coming at you. Yeah, yep, Mr. Gleek. Okay. Let's get settled here. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Give the thumbs up to Mr. Gleek Johnson, the one and only. Support our channel. Support my channel. Support the channel. That's what I want you to do. Leave a comment. Good, bad, or indifference. Let us know how you feel about and how you don't feel about. All on you. Make it happen. Hit the subscribe button. I ain't got jack to offer you. I'm not none of those big wigs. I'm just a little private guy trying to do my thing. So I'm asking for your support from the public. World Wide Web. Wherever you get your podcast from, wherever you listen to me from. Subscribe. Okay. This is Mr. Gleek, the Gleek Johnson, coming at you. All right. I want to talk about some compensation to the SCF or HBCU institution for the athletes that is being recruited from their school to go to a power program. As we know, those institutions I talked about earlier, I named earlier, they are dominantly, I'll say, African descent athletes, and the power schools are the Caucasians, athletes, Caucasian institutes. Now, just a few decades ago, before Bear Bryant introduced that open door to say let an African descent play in their league, it was unheard of. The African descent athletes, according to society at that time, they were not human enough to be on the same playing field as the Caucasians. That was society at the time. But things has changed since then. But now everybody is on the even playing field. And now it has been to the point where they have grown so big by using African descent athletes to their programs, and they have made trillions and billions of dollars off the backs of those athletes. Now, before that, all of those athletes, they were attending schools, we could call them at the time, United Negro funded schools. Those United Negro colleges or institutions was for the African descent. But they changed the name to HBCU now. I'm old school. I believe in the old name that it was. So, by saying that, they take the greats, the best that was going there, bring them over to the power Caucasian schools, and left the United Negro funded schools in a serious dilemma. That was a great revenue for those institutions at that time. But now that those power schools taking their favorite athletes, their best athletes, going in their direction by offering them or just persuading them to go there for a better opportunity, because they notice we can make much more, we can generate much more money off the backs of these African descent athletes. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a buck. They ain't brought them there just to say, guess what? We being fair to everybody. They brought them there because of the revenue. Let's give it a try to see it work. So guess what? Let's don't stop now. Okay, by saying that, we notice fast forward into modern times, this time we in. We had a super athlete, Travis Hunter, who went to a HBCU school with his coach that he has been around for a while with, including his son, Shedeur. We're talking about Coach Prime, Neon Deion. Must be the money. Yeah. His athletes who followed him to Jackson, HBCU, United Negro College Funding School or institution. And he was recruited from there to go to Boulder, Colorado for the Buffaloes. And some of his athletes, especially the Power 2, who was up for the Heisman this year, went with him. Well, they collegiate, and I don't want to put it collegiate because a lot of people get the stuff mixed up. Say college athletes, Division 1, Division 2, collegiate. Career started at a very small institution or institute. Very small institute. Was in playing against no top tier, but they were highly recommended, highly nominated, highly on the charts in the nation to be in some of the 2 best football athletes coming out. And they were at Jackson. Okay. So now they're attending Boulder, Colorado, Bucks, the Buffaloes. They're doing well. They're doing excellent. Oh, it's not excellent. They're doing great this season. They're going to a late bowl game in December, which is decent for a second-year coach at that level in this day and time to go to such a bowl, to make such milestones. That's very, very good. But to the point at hand, what I noticed that Travis Hunter did shout out to Jackson, let the world know I came from Jackson, a HBCU school. You know, that's great. That this power school did not make me. I started at a different level, at a less prestige school, but that's my foundation. By saying that, now the new portal deal come around that Coach Prime has mastered, and a lot of other coaches say that was a bunch of BS. He is doing something wrong. Woo, 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 woo. Now all of a sudden, all those big name schools with all those coaches making those hefty bags, they ain't talking a crop no more, but the portalist bull crop is illegal, stuff's not good, woo, woo, woo. No, they dipping and dabbing the portal now. Because they see Coach Prime has made a difference by using our portal. He should have given him a blueprint on how to make it happen. Well, coming from our portal too, there'll be some athletes from HBCUs. Like what happened when Bear Bryant opened up that gate and invited some athletes to play for his program from the United Negro College funded schools. This is me thinking my thoughts alone, nobody else's. As you know, I'm just an independent guy. I'm just solo. So this is all me. There should be some kind of compensation for these power schools to pay back to those HBCUs, SCF schools for taking away our athletes. We don't have the resource that you guys have to showcase like you guys have. Keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. Keep it 100. You guys have all that to offer. But if you'll keep taking our athletes, when it started with Bear Bryant and now, our revenue will keep going down. We're not going up. And maybe the society like to see these institutions keep asking every year the federal government for money to stay alive. It shouldn't be so. They could generate their own money of their own athletes. So since now that you come into HBCU schools, SCF schools, recruiting, there should be a compensation, a good compensation. Not just saying that I started an HBCU school, but now I'm here on top of the food chain 2 years later, 3 years later, with a big name power school. Now, you can call the HBCU schools a farm league school, like how it was in the good old days, in the good days of the Negro League. There were better athletes in the Negro League than was in the major leagues, which was the Caucasian League. That's just a few decades ago. Much better athletes. But society said, and was saying at the time, y'all are not human enough to be on the same playing field with us. Your guys are nothing. But when the gate was open, they realized that, wow, these cats are pretty good. And we can generate a lot of money for these guys. So let's just hook up a deal with their league. We can give them some money to keep them shut them up. Use them for a farm league. Just for a year or two, 3, whatever the contract was, or the word of mouth was at the time. It wasn't long, it wasn't much. As we could see today, knowing today, there's no more Negro League. Because of that. So all those African descent owners that own those Negro League teams, woo, boom. Where are they now? But those teams would open up and say, guess what? We'll use the Negro League for farm league. They all saw it. Woo. Trillions of dollars since then to now. Trillions. with the Negro League. Now, that could be the same thing here with college football. If you come to our school, recruit, give us some compensation because you guys will make tons and tons of dollars, millions and trillions and billions of dollars. And it should be a better structural contract signing because whatever happened to the Negro League, whatever deal they signed, you could tell by it was just a few years ago, a few decades ago. The Negro League is gone, been gone. I mean, if you ask a 40-year-old person today for the Negro League, he don't know nothing about it, of African descent, or a baseball player, of any descent. He has no clue about the Negro League. They might just asking someone younger than that. After the 40-year-old might be, a little bit, maybe kind of like a vivid memories. I heard about it. I've seen it, but I heard about it. I don't know not too much about it. No, I really don't. Not just someone under 40, say 25. Not just 15.